film opens with the owls flying over a forest. Primrose, Ruby, and Eglantine are playing with Corinne. Madame Plunk is talking to Doc. Otalissa and Cleve are looking around at the ground. Gemma and Martin are doing backflips in the air. Soren and Bellamore are leading the front. Digger, Gylfie, and Twilight are bringing up the rear. Corinne looks over at Gemma and Martin as they do backflips. He laughs and tries to do a backflip, only for a gust of wind to knock him into Twilight, which the Great Great barely dodges. Corinne quickly steadies himself and flies back in front of Twilight. "Sorry, Uncle Twilight."
"Don't worry about it, Corinne."
"Uncle Soren, how long until we get to the beyond?" "It should only be a couple of days, right, Pelly?"
"Yeah. Remember, everyone, the beyond is a land of ash, volcanoes, and dire wolves. This time of year, the prey are likely to dwindle, so they'll be scarce for us. We will need to seek out the sacred ring, 5 volcanoes that form a circle. To get the ember, we must seek Hrathgar."
"That's the name of a king from the Northern Kingdoms, right?"
"Correct. It is said that he was born near it, learned to fight around it, and that his groom guards it."
"And Stormfast is where Ethelred was born and raised, right?"
"Yep. And do you know who it was named after?"
"The maid of the dire wolf Thingol. She passed away during the journey to the beyond. When we get there, we'll have to meet with the Sacred Watch."
"Correct. Those are dire wolves who protect the sacred ring from owls who could use the ember for evil." As they continue to talk, the camera shifts over to Twilight, Gylfie, and Digger. "So, are they a thing yet?"
"I think they're waiting to announce it." "Does Soren even know how to do the ceremony?"
"I think Ethelred showed him. Maybe Pelly rejected him. He doesn't seem rejected. Should we ask him?"
"How would we go about asking him that?"
"Guys, look at the clouds up ahead," Ruby says. The owls look ahead and see that the clouds in front of them have grown dark. "Storm clouds. Come on, everyone. Let's head for a hollow." "Wait, there's something else up ahead," Doc says. 2 bald eagles fly towards them as it begins to sprinkle, causing Soren, Gylfie, Digger, and Twilight, and Ruby to smile.
"It's Sand and Streak."
"Hello, young owls. My maid and I are pleased to see that you are well. Mist informed us that you would be here very soon. Follow us to the hollow. It isn't far."
"Okay."
The owls follow the 2 eagles to a hollow as the rain outside gets worse. Soren and Gylfie see Mist and excitedly walk up to her.
"Mist, it's great seeing you again." "Likewise, young owls." "Mist, we're on a journey to retrieve the ember."
"I know, and I am proud of how far you both have come. We shall send you on your way come nightfall. In the meantime, Zan has provided us with mice."
"Thank you, Zan."
Zan nods and begins handing the owls some mice. As she does so, Mist sets her sights on Corinne, which Eglantine notices.
"This is my nephew, Corinne."
"Yes, the light at the end of a dark tunnel." Zan gently pertains Corinne as the others continue to speak. "You knew about Corinne?" "Yes. My future sight has become spotty with old age, but yes, I did foresee Corinne."
"Do you know what will happen if he goes into the beyond?"
"Nothing, as long as you don't let him go near the volcanoes."
"What happens at the volcanoes?" Gemma asks.
I am uncertain. What I do know is that you must keep him away from them. I have also foreseen one more thing. Once you obtain the embered owl will appear at the tree. Who's there? Yes, the golden age of the owl kingdoms will begin soon, though I know not who it shall be. But wait, what will happen with King Boron and Queen Baron? That's right. The embedded owl will be the new ruler of Cahul. So, what will happen to the king and queen? No one knows. I have to assume that they'll step down and take an advisory role. Let's not worry about that right now. Indeed, night is becoming day. We have prepared beds for you. Sleep. We will see you off as the moon rises. Thanks, Mist. The owls walk over to some piles of down and snuggle against each other. Twilight sits in the middle and wraps its wings around the younger owls. Cut to later. Pellamore opens her eyes and looks around at her friends, before setting her sights on Soren, who has Eglantine and Curran sleeping under his wings. She smiles warmly at this, then frowns and walks over to the hollow entrance. Pellamore sighs as she watches the sunset. Zan and Streak soon join her. A lovely morning, isn't it? Yes. Zan tilts her head and clicks her beak. Nothing. I'm just thinking. About what? It's complicated. Maybe not as complicated as you think. Well, there's someone that I care about. Someone that I care about a lot. But their duty and my duty clash. If we were to be together, either he would have to abandon his duties, or I would have to abandon mine and raise at least one of my children to be a Talon. I don't want to have to abandon the Talons, and I don't want to force him to abandon his duties. I think you're thinking about this in terms of two extremes. No law I know of stipulates that anyone must abandon their duties for the other. I must be dedicated to the cause no matter what. Zan shakes her head and spreads out her wings while clicking her beaks twice. She said, find a balance. Quite right. You must find a balance between love and duty. How do I find that balance, though? Come up with a plan with the one you love. Neither side must quit their duties. You can both find a way to do what you wish to do. I guess I'll think about it. That is all we ask. It appears as though the others are awakening. The other owls open their eyes, prompting Zan to give each owl a mouse to eat. Thanks, Zan. Zan nods and gently preens Current before walking to Mist's side. Thanks again for letting us spend the day here, Mist. I enjoyed having you here. Tonight, you continue your journey to the beyond. You must seek out the outcast of the direwolves. He will guide you to your destiny. Wait, who's the outcast? You will know him when you see him. Oh, and one more thing. In the beyond, birds eat last, after the wolves. Why? Wolves are the main predators of the beyond. They decide on the natural order of things in that land. We'll remember. Thanks again. Mist nods and watches as the owls depart from the hollow. Cut to later. The moon is beginning to set as the owls continue to fly. The sun will soon be rising. We better prepare to find a hollow to rest in. Yeah. Wait, do you guys hear something? I think that it's below us. The owls look down and see two burrowing owls running after something. They appear to be exhausted. Burrowing owls in the heart of Silvervale? Looks like it. They look tired. Come on. The owls land in front of them just as the male burrowing owl faints. His mate sees them and stands defensively in front of her mate. She glares at them suspiciously. You have non-titles with you, so you aren't pure ones. I'm Myrtle. Who are you? We're the guardians from Cahul. We saw you two running and wanted to see if everything was okay. You mentioned the pure ones. Are you running from them? No. My mate, Hank, and I are running towards them. The pure ones have kidnapped our daughter, Kahlo, and our egg. We were following another owl, the rogue smith of Silvervale. Thora, which way did she go? That way, north, towards some ancient ruins. Cleve, Otalissa, take these two and hide in a hollow. The rest of us will need to go and retrieve Kahlo and the egg. Even Corinne? They won't suspect much if some barn owls are flying around the fortress. The rest of you can act as a diversion. We'll watch over Myrtle and her mate. You all be careful. We will, Cleve. Otalissa carries Hank and follows Myrtle and Cleve to a nearby tree. As the other owls fly in the direction Myrtle was pointing.